Hello there again to my 11 subscribers. We are back with another tier list, except for season 10. So we got the new character, Lil Nas X, right here. But yeah, my season 9 tier list is by far the best video I've ever made. So I thought maybe we'll do it again. So let's start. So Bangalore. Honestly, she's in the exact same spot she was last season, except I think she's like B tier, mid B tier. Yeah, she is like just the most average legend you can get. I mean, actually though, um, with Seer, she can be really good with like the ult and the smokes, or even like Seer's tactical in the smoke. You're able to see through them. But yeah, I think Bangalore's B tier. She's solid, but not. She's not amazing, but she's not horrible. So B tier. Bloodhound, he still great. I mean, he's still good. He has solid information, solid attacking capabilities, camping abilities, with Caustic actually being pretty decent now. He is a little bit better, but still, once again, still an S tier. Yeah, same reason from the last video, just he's just good. Nothing wrong with him once again. Next, we got Caustic. 5 damage a second, he was down here. He was hot doo-doo. But now I think he's actually like... He's like an A- tier. He's pretty good right now, actually. Yeah, he's about A- tier. He is pretty decent now with his gas actually being able to do damage. And actually being able to knock people when they stay in it. He's able to lock down a room much more like threatening. Because his gas did more. His gas grenade got nerfed, yes, but still, it's solid. It's a good ultimate. Always will be a pretty solid ultimate, especially indoors. He essentially can just block out an area saying, if you come in here, you will die. Now leave this place and never return. But yeah, he's much better than was last season. Yeah. Okay, moving on, we got Crypto. A tier, once again. By far, probably... He's borderline, honestly, S tier. He is just super, super good. I mean, yes, he has to be AFK with his drone, but teamed up with an Octane and Revenant, he is nasty. It is disgusting on how good he can be. Sometimes, honestly, with his drone, EMP, even drone with a Wraith Portal, that is something great. Octane, even better. Add a Revenant in there, even better. He's just solid. He is probably like the legend with the most skill gap. Sorry. Definitely if you've been playing Crypto and if you have like 10,000 kills in Crypto, obviously you're gonna be better than one with like 20 kills on him. But he takes probably the most skill in this entire game, besides maybe Mirage. And yeah, he's just good. He's not as good as Bloodhound with his information, but he's pretty good. Moving on, Fuse. Last time, he was down in Fuse tier. Now, I say he's actually in C tier. I've been seeing Fuses for the first time in my life. He's always been a blast to play, but his knuckle clusters now do a tad bit more damage, and they last 2 times as longer. So his knuckle clusters have always been pretty good. They've always been really his best ability. He still solid. His ultimate's still pretty utterly useless. Yes, it scans the people in them, but they're in red. You can barely see the outline. And still, you're probably just better holding like a Digi-Threat. Yeah, his passive now you can like throw a normal grenade, so you can throw like Skynades, say. Yeah, he really hasn't gotten that much better, like, at all. Yeah, he's still pretty bad, honestly. Okay, moving on, Gibby. S tier, still like the best character in the entire game right now. Bubble, especially back on World's Edge, it is too useful. So much open area. Bubble, done. Protection, ultimate, good. Throw it, big boom. Arm shield, take only 100 damage from a Kraber. That's pretty good. I really have nothing else more to say, but this character is a god. Moving on, Horizon. Horizon got buffed, and she is actually quite solid now. She's not back what she was in Season 7 to Season 8, back up here in S tier, but she has got some of that powers that she had before back. Still better than Caustic. Not as good as Crypto, but she is honestly, I think, in a really good spot right now. The only thing I think they should increase, the amount of time you can spend on top of the gravity lift instead of 2 seconds, maybe 3. And then I think she'll be in a perfect spot. But other than that, I think she's actually in a really good spot right now. And she doesn't really need buffs or nerfs or whatever. Moving on, Lifeline. Lifeline is still lost her shield res. She has her drone res, but it's not as good. Yeah, Lifeline speed tier. Lifeline is pretty, I mean, actually better than Bangalore. She's able to res, like, in a room that, and a res can be super clutch, especially with the golden bag. But at that point, you might as well, could even use, like, a Mirage to get a safer res, or a Caustic, throws gas grenade, get a safer res. Her res is solid, but it's not the best in the game. Her healing drone is actually pretty good. It's actually, like, really good now. It actually can heal you fast. So by the time you in the middle of a fight, you throw down your healing drone, you're popping a battery. By the time your battery's done, you're most likely at full health. That can be super clutch. That can win a team fight on its own. Her passive is to open supply bins. It's there. It's not the best part about her. It's not the worst. Now the care package. She needs a new ult. Period. The care package is fine. It gives you better stuff. It gives you like a gold mag instead of a purple one that you already have. It's good, but it takes 5 minutes to get. It takes like an hour, so you only get like 1, if you're lucky, maybe 2 care packages in a game. Like, no point of having it. She just needs to rework on her ult or make it like 3 minutes, but at that point I think it would be a little bit broken. Okay, moving on, Loba. Loba, thickness, S tier. In hindsight, B tier. She is decent. I mean, her staff is super useful, especially early game when you get like a minute and a half after drop. So once you're fighting and like you get trapped in a room and you're running out of ammo, stick can save you. Like, it can straight up save your freaking ass in a bad situation. Like, you have an 99 with 80 ammo, you're blasting away at them, but they keep on retreating and coming back. You run out of ammo, throw the stick down. Oh no, you have 400, like, it's all good. Not to mention that you can get really good guns and heals from it. It can straight up save your life. Her tactical, her bracelet, jump drive, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good. You can actually run while using it now, so it is a little bit better than it used to be, but I do think Loba still needs buffs. Her passive, though, still not very good. Unless you're off drop and you're going straight for, like, the gold armor. It's really not even there, really. Yeah, that's it for Loba. She needs a little bit more love, and I think she'll be an A tier. She is very fun to play though. Next, we got the King of Bamboozlers himself, Mirage. He's S tier. Yeah. Buff Mirage, please. He's better than Fuse, most definitely. His invisible res can be super good, and it can save a game sometimes. His decoys are meh. They're still decent. You're not gonna get too many bamboozles with your normal decoy, but it's there once again. His ultimate, though, is where he can shine. in a team fight, if you need to escape, it can be used in a pinch to get out. It can use offensively to confuse your opponents and then get the drop on them. His ultimate is the best part about his kit, most definitely. Yeah, he's a fun to play, but nah, he is not the greatest in like competitive and pubs wise. Next, we got Octane. Once again, A plus tier. He is borderline S tier once again because he can move the Gibby around. He can push up with the Bloodhound. He can play with the Revenant aggressively. Like, he can play every style besides like campy, unless you're trying to move your caustic around. He's really not too useful camping, but any other way he is great. He is a blast to play. It's a freaking crazy Mexican on drugs, so what's not to love there? He can run fast, he has mobility, he has a lot of mobility. But his jump pad and stim has probably the best passive in the entire game, besides maybe Gibby's. Yeah, his passive strength makes him be able to heal himself naturally, which is very broken. So once again, like the Lifeline example, you're healing mid-game. You're popping a battery, and your health is regenerating slowly. It's not going to be as much of the Lifeline drone, but it can save you, once again. It's rarely going to happen, but it can happen. Okay, that's Octane, pretty much. Crazy guy on drugs, but the things on his stomach make him not be able to overdose and not make him die. So, okay, yeah, moving on. We got Robot, aka Pathfinder. He's A tier, better than Caustic, most definitely. He can scan the survey beacons like everybody, but he gets like his ult from him and 10 seconds off of it. It needs a rework. I still think the idea for the passive I had in the last Season 9 tier list was super good, where he is able to zipline maybe 15 or 20% faster on all ziplines, including his own. That can really save him. Or he can like lead a push in a team fight of ziplines and things like that. Just his passive needs a rework, and I think he'll be more up here with like Crypto and Horizon. His tactical, his normal grapple, that is quite useful. It always has been. Good escape tool, decent engagement tool, just a decent mobility tool, just good. I mean, it does need to be on a little bit shorter cooldown, but other than that, it is a good ability. Moving on to his ultimate. His ultimate is zipline. He makes a zipline. That's literally it. They can't break the zipline. They can't overuse it. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about the zipline. It's just good. Next, we got this guy is like top of A tier up here with Octane. This team right here, Octane, Revenant, and Crypto, is a definition of I hope you die slowly, drowning. Because if you run a team of this guy, and this guy, it is so cringe. You have the Crypto go in, you get the jump pad ready. Second the EMP goes off, you pop the totem, you go. And if you manage to somehow lose that team fight, I generally hope you uninstall. It's so easy. They're already like half cracked. You have the death totem, you have 100 extra health. You have so much mobility to be able to go in, and the second you get out, go back in. It's broken. Not to mention, that's just his ult. His ult is the best ult in the entire game, probably. His tactical is silence. Useful. Yeah, it's just useful. It silences the Wraith from queuing out. It silences the Loba from braceleting out, and silence the Gibby from his arm shield. Yeah, just good. Not to mention that can be used as like a mini sort of like cover and like a denier almost. If your opponent's afraid of the silence, then their ability gets turned off, you can be used as kind of like cover and to deny a zone like Caustic, except maybe not as efficient. His passive is there still, Stalker. He's able to crouch walk faster, which can catch your enemies off guard, and it happens a lot. Anytime I see Revenants, I see him crouch spamming more than Wraiths, except I don't see him go back up as fast because they are freaking Speedy Gonzalez while crouching. His climb now is actually really good, being able to climb extremely high, like the side of Capital City's main big building on the corner. He's able just to climb literally everything. Yeah, he's able to climb like freaking Spider-Man, Spider Rev, Spooter Rev. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about him. He's just good. Okay, next, Rampart. Rampart is scheduled for a mid-season buff, but she is still pretty bad. I mean, she's still C tier. She is better than Fuse. I think everyone's still better than Fuse. Her, once again, you just have to be very patient with her to make her work, but 1v3ing a team is super easy as Rampart. I mean, it's not super easy, but it is there. She can fortify a room super easily with a Caustic. Her Sheila is super good at zoning opponents off of like a high ground or something like that, so they retreat. She is not very good in like an aggressive team comp, but camping she can be extremely rewarding for an extremely camping playstyle with Caustic, Wraith, or Caustic, maybe even freaking Watson with her amazing Nessie buff. But yeah, her walls are super good. Once again, had to be super patient. Her 1v3 is super good. She's able to peek in and out of her walls, which with like a massive or a PK. And if you're able to do that super efficiently, you can get like 120, 130 hits with a massive or a PK if you shoot through the amp cover and hit them like in the body and the head. Next, yeah, her passive with Devotion, it's good, great, nice. But with the new and improved L-Star, it really does shine. I think it makes its DPS go from 500 with a gold mag to 600 with a gold mag if you like miss every shot, or if you go like every single bullet onto a target. Those time to kill is super quick. Obviously, it's like I think it's the fastest, just second fastest in the game besides like Devotion and Havoc with the turbocharger. L-Star has accuracy now. L-Star with Rampart is generally just a menace and a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. That's really it for Rampart. Moving on, Valkyrie. She is up here. Better than Crypto. Not as good as Bloodhound, but she is very good. Honestly, I don't really think Valkyrie should be a recon hero. She has the recon passive and the skydive passive, but that is seriously about all the recon she has. Her tactical attacks them with rockets. I mean, her ultimate is more of a support ability. I mean, she's honestly in the middle, being like a hybrid of attack, recon, and support. Yeah, her tactical, she shoots rockets. It can force people out of a choke or in a corner. Or if they do get hit, it risks them being stunned, like an Arcstar, which can win a team fight on its own, honestly. If, let's say, you shoot the rockets, each one of them gets stunned, you're able to push in while they're barely able to move. You get like 2 easy knocks, and the third one, everyone just gangbangs him, and he is dead. Unless his name is freaking Asu, he's dead. Yeah, her passive, super solid. being able, when jumping out of the ship, being able to scan enemies, so you're able to see if you're contested in a landing location or things like that. What else is there? We also got the ultimate. You will never die to Storm with Valkyrie, unless, like, I really don't even know how you would die to Storm with Valkyrie. Unless you, like, just use your ult, like, a minute ago, and you're in a Storm fight, and no one has heat shields, and you're all at 1 HP. Then, maybe. But seriously, you should almost never die to Storm with Valkyrie. And then when you use her ultimate, her passive also activates to see if where you're landing is also contested, once again. Yeah, she is honestly in a good spot right now. She's also very balanced with Horizon, Una, and Watson. And what I think, honestly, to be the worst character in the game right now. Watson just is not threatening at all. She is not threatening at all. Her fences don't do anything. Her fences just don't do anything. They do, what, 10 damage to stun you for half a second? That's nothing. They're so easily destroyed. Oops. They're so easily destroyed by anything. You can throw a caustic trap through it, destroy them like that. You can throw a grenade. It's just so easy to destroy, and they're not threatening at all. Her passive where she's able to regain shields. Borderline useless. It's honestly, I think it's worse than like Fuse's ultimate. It's horrible. By the time you freaking recover 1 bar of shields, you're able to pop like 6 batteries. It's horrible. Her ultimate accelerator ability is nice, but it's there. But yeah, just there. And then obviously her ultimate is her saving grace. Her ultimate is still really good, being able to block Gibby's ult or Bangalore's ult or your rockets or literally anything. But it does come at a cost to your team because it is able to block the Caustic's traps or like things like that, or the logo bracelet going. Yeah, I mean, she blocks grenade spam with her ult. That's super useful, but that's about the only thing it's useful for. And then the regaining shields, still honestly not that much. Even with Watson's passive, it takes like 3 batteries to regain like 1 bar shield. Honestly, not that good. Honestly, Watson in general is just underwhelming and bad. At one point though, she was up here with these guys, but now she is way down here where Fuse used to be. Okay, yeah, moving on. We got Wraith. We have waifu number 2 up. She's also an A tier. I think she's a little bit better than Rev. About better than Rev. This is about it. She's still super good. She's able to get safe rotations using Portal, as she always is able to. She also has not really a get out of jail free card anymore, more like a sometimes get out of jail free card. It works like 16% of the time. Rarely, but her passive is still there. It can help when you're looting and you don't know someone's aiming at you. Or if you're just running to get your ring and then all you see on your screen is like someone is targeting you. That can help you sometimes. But in hindsight, her passive is not the greatest in the world. It's worse than Octane's, Valk's, like all of these type of characters' passive. Her ultimate though, super good. Always will be good, able to transfer the caustic around. Yeah, just good in general, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, her hitbox is always pretty good. Always gonna be pretty good. Wraith plus Wraith equals like 1 Gibby, so yeah. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about it. Okay, moving on, we got Seer, sorry, Lil Nas X. Yeah, this guy is like the best character in the game right now. No, but he is like the 2nd best character, if not the best. He is broken. like flat out broken. Like he's able to interrupt you while you're rezzing or while you're healing. After the team fight, he is the worst person to see in your entire life. He has the heartbeat sensor, which is just as passive and is broken. He's able to get it goes perfectly in line with his tactical. So you're able to find where they are, throw your tactical. They get stunned, they get out of their Phoenix kit. You get to see what armor they have, how much health they have. That's just his tactical and passive. He has a recon passive, so he's able to scan beacons. What else he got? He has like just about a pretty busted ultimate. He's able to make like a dome where everybody who's moving and shooting gets targeted or not targeted, like scanned, and it's perma scanned if you're running or shooting. It did not go away for like 20 seconds. It is the definition of broken. Like, I don't think any ability has been like that busted as that thing. It is kind of broken. Also pairs with tactical. Oh yeah, tactical does damage too. Does much of the Revenant silence, except scanning for like 7 seconds, which is better than Bloodhounds. The passive, also you can just toggle it on and off whenever you want, which is also kind of broken. So you're walking into, I don't know, Skyhook, and you just want to check the building you're in, just hold L2 or your mouse button to aim. And it's like, oh, there's no people. Oh, there's people in this building. And then you just sense where they are. Throw your tactical. Boom, you hit like 2 of them. Throw your ult. You know where they all are. Broken. He can team up with literally anybody and be good. He's super good at camping because he's able to sense where everything is. He is able to, like, he's super good in team fights and super good at playing aggressively because he always has information on where they are, especially with his ultimate. Generally, this character is generally broken, and I honestly hope he gets nerfed a lot. Make him down, unless I think I should make it where his tactical, it should not interrupt your res. It should interrupt your heals, but not your res. Your res can be, that is kind of busted. His heartbeat sensor, it shouldn't be 75 meters. It should be like 60 at most. It's broken, so honestly, he's just broken in general. Like, even double scans, it's like, oh, I only hit one of them with my tactical seer. Next, Bloodhound. Oh, no, friend, I've got you. Scans. Oh, I figured out where the other 2 people are. He's just good with everybody. He's able to play aggressive with Octane and Rev. He's able to play defensively with Caustic and even Gibby. He's able to play double scans with Bloodhound Seer. He is just he's just good in every way. Like, honestly, nothing wrong with my guy. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. Well, yeah, that's my list. Kind of mini oversight, see if I want to make any changes. Watson. Actually, she's S tier, because she can lay Nessies on the ground. Totally. Fuse. Fun to play, not very good. Rampart. Have to be patient, and nobody wants to be patient, let's be honest. Mirage. Fun, but not very good. Lifeline. Kind of, honestly, very boring to play, I'm not gonna lie. She is honestly pretty boring to play. Nothing really too special about her. Bangalore. She's fun to play with. Her passive, being able to double time, being able to run 30% faster for 2 seconds. And that can honestly save your life with extremely fast strafe movement and stuff. Moving on, we got Loba. Loba. Sickness, S tier. Everything else, meh, B tier. Octane. A revved up Mexican on drugs. He is nuts. That's all I gotta say. We have Emo Kid in school. She is fun to play. She has mobility. She has like everything good about her. She's able to make like a portal to transfer the caustic. Just good. Valkyrie. Your team will never die to Snorn. She is solid to have, especially in like an open area. Revenant. Totem. Octane. You win. Nothing else to say. Crypto. Once again, you have to be patient, but not as patient as Rampart. He is super good though. If you are willing to put in the time to learn how to play him properly. Yeah. Horizon. Still ugly mom hair, redhead, but she is fine, I guess. She's pretty good, but not great. Pathfinder. He's fun to play, super fun to play. Honestly, one of my personal favorites to play. But he is not like amazing, but he's not horrible. He's honestly in a good spot. The only thing he needs is a new passive and maybe a little reduced cooldown on his grapple, because 35 seconds is a long time. Caustic, obviously king of camping. No matter what you do to him, he's always going to be like the king of camping. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Gibby? The god Gibby. He is good in every way possible. He is fortified for his thickness, and his arm shield has an extra 50 health. The dome is amazing. His ultimate's good. Just a good character. Just good. Nothing else wrong with him. Lil Nas X. Broken. Period. Bloodhound. I scan and I run fast. Okay, well, that's all for my list. Thank you for watching once again. I think I will see y'all again. Yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. Oh yeah, this was my opinion on a list. You can leave your list in the comments if you guys would like. But, say if you agree or disagree, or where you would rather have, let's say, Watson or Mirage. So, thank you guys for watching.